This is the Chinese cooking channel called Chinese Cooking Channel. Today we have a traditional, delicious recipe for you.
So this is a recipe for Chinese beef brisket stew with daikon radish. So here we have 2 pounds of beef brisket. Like a nice piece of beef brisket here. So it's got a bit of fat here, which is okay. You need a bit of fat when you cook this Chinese stew. So I'm just going to cut these beef brisket into small pieces. So I'm going to leave the fat here. So keep the pieces fairly large here, like this. Got some water boiling, so I'm going to put the beef brisket into the water. So next you just rinse the beef in cold water. I got this big pot I'm going to cook the beef brisket in. So put about 3-4 tablespoons of cooking oil in there. Got some slices of ginger I'm going to put in there, so it's fairly large slices. So you got maybe half a dozen slices in there. So I finished letting the beef brisket dry. So I got the heat on high, just give the beef brisket a good sear. The ginger is aromatic, so that's going to bring out some nice flavor. Got about 1.5 liters of water going in now. So I'll turn the heat down to medium right now. So these are the main ingredients I'm going to put in. So I have 3-star anise. So I put the main ingredients in now. I have 3-star anise. I've got 3 small bay leaves here. So bay leaves will tie all the flavors together. So I've got some Mandarin orange peel. So it's about half an orange peel here. So it's about so this is about half an orange peel, so it's 2 pieces here. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of salt in there. I use natural sea salt. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of sea salt in there. You can use regular salt too if you like. I'm going to put some oyster flavor sauce, one of my favorite sauces I like. So put about a tablespoon of oyster flavor sauce. I'm going to put a tablespoon of brown sugar. You can use regular white sugar. So just put that in there. So this is what I put in to give it lots of flavor. So this is a traditional chuho paste. Chuho diang. So this chuho paste has fermented bean curd in it. So put 2 tablespoons of the chuho paste in there. So I put 2 tablespoons of chuho paste in there. So these are the flavors that I like. You can put other flavors in there too if you like, but this is what I like. So I'm just going to let that simmer at low to medium heat for 1.5 to 2 hours. So I have 1 whole daikon, peel it just like a potato. So we're just going to cut the daikon into fairly large pieces. We put the daikon in the stew in the last hour. So the stew has been going for about an hour already. So just cut it into fairly large chunks like this. These Chinese mushrooms I soak in water for 3 hours. Some of them you have to soak for longer, overnight. And some of them you can just soak for about an hour. So the mushrooms, I'm going to leave them whole, the small ones. And the large ones, I'm going to cut it in half. So for this recipe, we've got some dried bean curd. So bean curd is like when they boil the bean in water, they get the top, which is a curd. So they pull off the curd and then they just dry the bean curd. So you get the bean curd that looks like this. So this is some of the bean curd that has been soaked in hot water. I just boiled some water, soaked the bean curd in there for about 20 minutes. So as you can see, it's one big sheet that has been scrunched together. So what we do now is just cut the bean curd into maybe 3 or 4 inch long slices. So just cut it up like this. So when you put it into the stew in the last half hour, it's going to be still fairly firm. So you need maybe 6 to 8 sticks, depending how much stew you have. So the beef stew has been going for about an hour right now. I'm going to put the daikon in right now. So just put the mushrooms in the last hour or so. And just make sure the liquids cover the mushrooms. So we'll continue to simmer at medium heat. So now we're in the last half hour. So I'm going to put in the dried bean curd sticks. So put that in last half hour, the dried bean curd sticks. Turn down the heat to low to medium. And let it simmer for the last half hour. There you have it, Chinese style beef stew with daikon radish, Chinese mushrooms, and dried bean curd sticks. Enjoy. Thanks for checking out my video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. And also be sure to subscribe for new videos. And also like to thank my viewers for helping me win the top 20 best Chinese food blogs in the world. And I was also awarded the top 40 China YouTube channels in the world. Be sure to subscribe by pushing the subscribe button and the notification button as well to get the next video.